How many times have you started your day thinking it's gonna be super productive and you're gonna get so much done while working from home, but then when 5 p.m. hits, you're just sitting here wondering what exactly you've gotten done and why are you still feeling just as overwhelmed as you were at the beginning of the day? Yeah. Well, don't worry, because in this video, we're gonna be covering some of my personal productivity tips for people who are working from home. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Ademu Shoyo, and I help people get more time, life, and energy out of each day through meaningful and intentional productivity strategies. Being more productive can help you both professionally and personally. In the professional world, it can help you further your career with new opportunities, as well as strengthen your skill set and your contributions to your organization. But in your personal life, it can also better your overall work-life balance and can make you be more efficient, which will allow you to have just more time and energy outside of working as well. When you're able to increase your efficiency little by little every day, you're going to be able to get so much more done and feel so much more productive throughout the workday. Before talking about how we want to be more productive, we also have to talk about efficiency. Efficiency and productivity are sometimes two terms that are used interchangeably, but they're actually really different. Productivity is a measure of how much you're able to get done within a specific amount of time, and efficiency is how you're able to get the things done using the resources that you have at hand. If you focus too much on being more productive, you're gonna send yourself into a spiral that is unsustainable and will eventually lead to burnout. For example, if productivity looks to you as getting 10 things done every single day, you're probably not gonna be able to maintain that for weeks and weeks at a time. And so eventually you're gonna start to feel very fatigued, very drained, and very, very unmotivated. On the other hand, if you focus a little bit more on efficiency, you're not really leaving as much room to innovate and really assess the quality of what it is that you're trying to output. So for example, if you're working and you delegate everything to everyone or you automate everything, you don't actually have the time, or you're not actually able to really see if this is actually what the quality or the standard that you want, and also if there are ways for you to improve the processes and the workflows that you may have. The goal when it comes to really truly being productive is striking the right balance between getting as much done within a specific amount of time, but also using your resources as efficiently and as wisely as possible. So being able to balance being productive and being efficient is going to make the most difference and the most impact in your ability to get things done while you're working from home. This may mean finding ways to streamline some of your processes, eliminating any unnecessary tasks that you really don't have to do, and then delegating the things that are not really within your zone of genius that someone else can really take on. And also finding purpose behind why you are striving to be so productive at work. When it comes to being more productive working from home, you have to have purpose behind it. And no, unfortunately, that purpose can't be you just trying to make money. While there is so much satisfaction in being able to check things off your to-do list, I know personally I love it. If you're not really being efficient with how you are using your time, then you're just going to send yourself back into this unproductive spiral and the burnout spiral, and then you're gonna constantly have to go back and forth with trying to find ways to get out of burnout and then going back into burnout. And so it's really important that you find the purpose and the why behind why you are striving to be more productive while working from home. As someone who also works from home, both in a traditional 9-to-5 job, as well as being a content creator and a consultant, I had to develop my own mindset framework in order to make good use of my time and also make sure that I'm excelling in all of these different areas that I've chosen for my life. And as a result, when I'm working with my clients as well as when I'm working with myself, I've developed this purposeful productivity framework that I think will be really, really helpful in better assessing how to use your time wisely and get as much done as you need to do. But before we dive into my purposeful productivity framework, I really want to know from you in the comments down below, what do you think is the hardest thing about working from home? I think identifying the most distracting or the things that make working from home difficult is the first step in truly being able to be more productive. So the purposeful productivity framework has 4 steps. The first step is purpose. Identifying which of the areas at work are you really trying to improve your efficiencies and what is the reason behind that. The second step is process. In the process step, you're gonna write down all the things that need to get done within each of the different areas that you've defined in the purpose step and just outline how you do it. What is your current workflow in terms of getting it done? Now that you've already outlined your process, the third step is polish. So this is where you're gonna take an audit of what you've just written down in the process step and really start to evaluate what's important, what's not important, what can you delegate, what is it that you really need to actually get done, and seeing if there's opportunities to allow things to go more smoother, but also leveraging other people within your organization that could be of good use and of good help to you as you're trying to get your work done. And once you've finished all of that, your last step is produce. This is a step where you take everything that you've done in the first 3 steps and you actually go with it. So now you have a new system and a new routine that is going to ensure that you are going to be your most productive self working from home. When you've done the work to really be intentional about where you want to spend your time and how you want to spend your time, you're starting to gain a little bit more clarity. And having that clarity will lead you to really move ahead without the distractions, without the blockers, and really ensure that you are doing what you need to be doing when you need to be doing it while you're working from home. So now that I've given you the tools of how to be more intentional with how you spend your time and really putting purpose behind your productivity, let me share 3 of my top tips that have allowed me to be more efficient with my time and also getting more done while working from home. My number 1 tip is designating days. I try to restrict my meeting heavy days to 1 to 2 days a week so I can get all of the connections and the information I need from the people that I need to collaborate with, but I'm also still setting time for myself to really be heads down and do the work that actually needs to get done. My second productivity tip for working from home is time blocking. I try to set about 2 to 3 hours a day, if I can, of just pure focus time where I'm uninterrupted, there's no meetings, I'm not checking my Slack messages, so that I can just really be focused and really just zero in on what needs to get done. These are the times where I usually play some Spotify, I implement the Pomodoro technique in order to just make sure I'm taking those frequent breaks, but I'm still staying focused on what it is that I am trying to accomplish. And the last tip I have for people working from home is daily planning. Every day I come and I sit down and I write my to-do list, and I also write down my schedule so I know kind of when would be the best time to fit in some of the things that I have going on. And just having it from my Google Calendar and wherever else I have my tasks and just putting it on paper really just helps me like zero in and focus and sort of level set with myself of what is realistic based off of what I have said I wanted to do and what is actually feasible, being the meetings or the other events that I might have going on that day. Although you can't control what work might throw at you, you can control how you process and manage it. By having a good system and routine, you're able to just quiet the noise and really stay focused, but also making sure that you're talking to other folks that you might need to talk to and really just being on top of the different priorities that you may have in order to still be able to propel your career and move your career forward without losing your sanity at the same time. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want more tips like this, be sure to subscribe for more videos and make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more. I'll chat with you soon. Bye.